livestock, equipment, and more. Farm Credit finances it all. Learn more at myaglender.com. 20 years ago, a vision became reality. A vision to create a place where Arkansas sports fans could come together, where voices from every corner of the natural state and Razorback fans around the world could be heard.
This is Clint Sterner.
This is former Arkansas quarterback Tyler Wilson.
And you're listening to The Morning Rush.
We saw the game through the same lens. We stayed on the field, whether it was practice or summer. If Anthony Lucas ran a corner or Anthony Lucas ran a comeback and I missed, then we lined up and did it again.
Your home games have to be your success. One, it keeps your mentality of your home base and your fan base involved and engaged. And if you can guarantee every time that they come into town and want to tailgate that they're going to have a party, they're going to continue to show up.
The names may change, the seasons may pass, but the passion never fades. 20 years later, the Morning Rush is still talking, still listening, still bringing Arkansas sports fans together. The Morning Rush, 20 years strong. Live from the Bud Light Studios. Produced by Christian Johnston. With Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft. This is the Morning Rush.
20 years and still going strong. This is the Morning Rush. Ty Richardson back in studio. Hard to believe I've been in, well, not this particular chair, but behind one of these microphones for 2 full decades. And you guys, I'm going to be honest, if y'all hadn't brought it up a week or two ago, it would have totally slipped by me that this was the 20th anniversary of the show that started as a 7 to 9 show. Couple of years in, we moved 6A to 9A, and then now, obviously, with Chuck and Bo joining the team, we're in this 9 to 11 slot. But glad to be here for the start of, I guess, a 21st year, Ty.
We can almost drink. It's crazy. We can almost drink. Nearly 21. It's been a wild, nearly 8 years for me. I moved to Fort Smith 8 years ago. It'll be 8 years with this company come the 31st, and been a part of the Morning Rush in most of that time period in that capacity, and just glad, as I said yesterday, not to derail the whole thing. It's been fun. It's been a lot of fun.
Well, we were going to have phone callers, but I think Big C just crashed the phone system. Anyway, Clint Sterner's going to join us. We've got a lot of the old names and familiar faces. Clint Sterner in just a few minutes coming up. Tyler Wilson later this hour. There have been, I guess you are the third co-host I've had on this show. 2, 3, 4, fourth.
Mm-hmm.
Josh Bertuccini was the original host with me. Derek Ruskin came in, and we had a long 10-year run together. John Neighbors was here a couple of years, and then you've been with me. How long have you been hosting this show? 6 years now?
Yes, Super Bowl COVID year. Basically got tossed. You were gone, doing something, and Super Bowl, then COVID. That's basically what happened when I started hosting this show. It's either my fault or LSU's fault for winning a national championship. But we've got a good montage that myself and Big C have put together with some of the funnier calls and memories on the last 20 years of the show. Some that we just kind of had some fun with and played with. But, we got still stuff from Silverfield yesterday that we'll get into as well as some other SEC coaches too.
All right, and the Fence Man Friday picks coming up. That's been a big part of most of or many of the last 20 years as well. But, hey, let's get to it. It's our opening drive.
This is Clint Sterner, and you're listening to The Morning Rush.
Sterner, 5-step drop this time, going for the home run, and it's caught. It's Lucas, and he's heading from the inside. Touchdown, Arkansas, 80 yards. Play action, Sterner setting up in the pocket, going down the sideline, and Eubanks with the catch. It's a foot race. Eubanks, he'll be caught. No, he won't. Touchdown, Arkansas. 80 yards again. That's 2 one-play drives. Back-to-back 80-yard plays.
This is the opening drive.
Well, for many years on this show, in the early years, it was just me and Josh or me and Derek talking sports. And the first real, and we'd have Clay Henry and we'd have some guests in, but the first true co-host we brought in that, brought some celebrity to the show was Clint Sterner. And obviously, as I go to the phones, he's not there. Big C. We got to get Clint back connected. He was the first one that was there in the role of joining the show kind of as a host and giving thoughts and analysis and opinions. And as a celebrity, we're going to talk to him in just a minute.
I've co-hosted and listened to Tyler before. I was trying to find some archive audio of Clint. He's appeared on the program with us. But yeah, excited to bring him on.
Clint, are you there now?
I'm here, man. I'm here. Sorry about that little signal issue, man.
That's all right. I was just saying we were talking sports, and then it's me and other guys, and then you were the first to really join the show with us. I was trying to pin down what year that was as kind of our first celebrity co-host, someone that had been on the field, that had been there and shared the stories, and kind of started the elevation, if you will, of the Morning Rush. And man, it's great to hear your voice again this morning.
Man, it's good to be on with you guys again, and congratulations, man. Having been in the media for a few years now, I know to have sustained success like y'all have over 20 years it's not easy. It's rare that it happens in our world today, man. So obviously it's a testament to the work, Tommy, that you put in, the eye that you have to find the talent around you, obviously, man. And so congratulations to you guys for 20 years and still making it happen, man. You've seen some ups and downs up there on the hill, hadn't you?
Well, we'd like to see a few ups here recently. So I know you've been watching. Now, catch everybody up. You're in Houston, raising a family, working in the media. Tell everybody what you're doing now.
Yeah, I'm in Houston, where I grew up, literally in Baytown, where I grew up on the east side, and been married about 6 years, and got two little girls. I got a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, and I've got a third one on the way. We don't know exactly what it is yet. We're going to try to hold off and wait and see if we can get a surprise on the day it arrives. And so that's exciting. And then in the media game, man, in Houston, we just announced here in Houston, Sports Radio 610 is a legacy sports talk flagship of the Texans, the biggest station in this market here, and it's always been an AM station. And we just announced the news earlier this week that they're going to roll us over to an FM. So as you guys know, we've got a 100,000 watt stick, and that just changes the game big time for sports talk. So
well, good for you. Good on you.
On that end of it, man, that's exciting. I've been doing the post game show for the Texans, the official post game show this will be my 8th season, and so things have really taken off down here, both personally in my family life and professionally. I jumped on with a sports construction company about a year and a half ago, and been doing some ambassador work with them, and that's doing well. As also building fields, man, involved in the sports world from a different angle. So life is good, man.
Yeah, great for you. What do you think about Silverfield? And I know you keep up with your Hogs week in, week out.
Well, look, he's got a steep climb. There's no doubt about that, and I think he and a lot of people in the media, unfortunately, are probably putting it lightly in terms of what he took over. And so he's got a steep climb, and he took over, really, if we're being honest, a dumpster fire. And and again, on another front, probably not being completely transparent, but he took over an organization that needs, or let's put it this way, that leaves a lot to be desired from an NIL perspective. On top of that, you've got the most difficult schedule in the country, and that's never easy. So, that's what he's taken over. That's what he's got to deal with. And, I'm with you guys. I just want to see some winning. I feel like my expectation, my bar is set pretty low. Always has been relative to the fan base. I mean, I think Arkansas is an 8-win team. I think if you can win 8 games, you can be in a bowl game. I think you're doing big things. I think you've got staying power. And then when the stars align, you make a run at 10 or 11 wins, and in today's world, that'll get you in. So, we'll see if they can get back there, Tommy. I tell you one thing. I literally just watched Get Up ESPN, and it had on ESPN, and it had me good and pissed off. I'll be honest with you, man. I'm a little bit bothered by this aura thing, this swag thing, this confident thing that's rolling around with Ryan Silverfield and kind of getting thrown in his face, man. Look, we don't need a bunch of swag, man. We don't need a bunch of aura. We need a ball coach, and ultimately, I loved what he said yesterday in the SEC media days. I mean, we need a guy that is more about accountability and playing hard. I know those are usually coach speak, but if you watched Arkansas over the last handful of years, man, discipline was a major problem. Playing hard, particularly on the defensive side of the football, was a major problem. Chemistry was a major problem. And if you just look at all that stuff that most people chalk up to coach speak, and when he says it, most people go, "Oh, we've heard this before." The guy doesn't have any. He's not a dynamic speaker. No, who gives a damn, right? I mean, at this point, we need a guy that'll go in there and put his foot down and do the simple things well. And I for one loved what he said, and I don't give a damn that he doesn't have much aura or whatever the hell they're talking about.
Clint, I wonder your season one under Coach Nutt, and you guys weren't 2-10 the year before like this team was, but for you guys to turn that around in just year one of a head coach, I don't think anyone's expecting that this year. What were the keys, in your opinion, to having such a quick turnaround?
Well, I think players. I mean, I think Danny Ford had done a good job recruiting. He had some dudes now, particularly on the offensive and defensive line. You look back on those years, and you had Geno Bell, you had Ken Anderson, you had Dave Sanders, you had C.J. McClain, you had Melvin Bradley. I mean, you had D.J. Cooper was already in the building. I mean, you had some dudes up front on that defensive line that were the real. Ryan Hale was already in the building. I mean, you had some dudes that were the real deal and big time players, and legitimately, had shots to entertain the NFL. That doesn't happen very often at Arkansas. And then you flip over to the offensive side of the ball, and we all know about Brandon Burlsworth, and I mean, as well he should. He's still in the headlines and should always be in the forefront. But Russell Brown and Grant Garrett, Bobby Williams played 15 years in the NFL and was a captain. Chad Abernathy. I mean, all these guys, the list goes on and on of guys that were there when Houston Nutt took over. So I think it starts with that kind of talent in the trenches, and that kind of talent, by the way, was juniors and seniors. So they were leaders. They were top of the food chain type of deal. They were big time alphas. And so I think it starts there. And then, I do think there's something there about, and it's unique to Houston, but there's something there about that, which these days are over, by the way, but there's something unique about the guy that was born and raised in Little Rock that bled Razorback, that came in and put a different level of pride in the organization and in the program. And so I think that went a long ways for us, in that year when we turned things around.
Clint, it's great to hear your voice. Thanks for kind of being on the ground floor of this thing many years ago. And maybe I can get down to Houston. We can swing a golf stick or two here sometime soon.
Ooh, I'm working on it. Hey, if you'd have played me yesterday, I went to the range. If you'd have played me yesterday, you'd have had your hands full, man. I was straight. They were flush.
On the range?
They were flush. On the range.
On the range. All right. Just want to check on that.
Hey, that's right. That's where my game's at, Tommy.
Hey,
so catch me while you can, brother.
If they gave out trophies on the range, I'd be a real champion over there. So. All right, buddy. Good to hear from you. Let's catch up soon.
You bet. Congrats again, and y'all have a good one, man.
All
Take
right,
care.
One of the original voices years ago. I mean, came into the show 2 or 3 years into his existence, and was really the first celebrity voice, if you will, that had been on the field, Razorback voice that joined the show, and so thankful for Clint and the couple of years he spent with us here on the Morning Rush. So fun to hear from him. We're brought to you by APAC and Standard Materials Group, 479-587-3300. They've been with us a long time, and they've been around a long time. If you need top quality aggregates, whether it's rock, sand, gravel, something custom quarried to fit the specifications of your job, or ready-mix concrete that's got to do it just the right way to make your job site work, they've got all the variables. They can really help make sure that the ready-mix is right for you. You don't understand sometimes how customized that can be, and APAC certainly gets all of that for you. That's 479-587-3300 for APAC and Standard Materials Group.
All right, Tommy mentioned it. We're going to pick some games here on our Fence Man Friday. Can you believe, Brandon, it's been 20 years?
Dude, 20 years is crazy.
20 years of the Morning Rush.
20 years of the Morning Rush.
That's awesome.
How long have we been doing Fence Man Friday picks now?
I don't know how Sean's been doing. How long he's been doing that?
Probably close to 10 years now.
So it was before I got here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's been long. About half the time. All right, let's hear how we did last week, and then let's get into it. All right, let's start with a little golf. Who do we like to close out the weekend?
Well, I'll take Scheffler then.
I'm going to go with Bryson DeChambeau.
Yeah, that's actually who I was going to pick, was Bryson.
Okay. Argentina against Spain.
Argentina for me, please.
I think Spain is going to pull this one out.
I'll take Spain. France and England.
England.
Master Mbappe.
Yeah, I'm going to take Mbappe in this one in France. All right, Cardinals at the Diamondbacks this weekend.
I'll take the Cardinals.
I'll take the Cardinals.
Let's get the D-backs for everyone this week. Then.
Dodgers and Yankees.
Give me the Yankees.
I've got the Dodgers.
Yeah, I think Yankees pull it out at home.
Texas Rangers going to Atlanta to take on the Braves.
The Bravos.
I'll take the Braves as well.
Let's go with the Rangers this week.
All right, we got MLB games for about a month, unless you guys want to pick something obscure and off the wall. But there is really not a lot going on in
We're gonna have to
sports
suffer
right now.
a few
Yeah,
weeks.
the
We can
England.
peak the high temperatures for the weekend.
Yeah,
Maybe.
the England.
I'll go with 103.
What is it actually?
I don't know. I was joking, Ty. That was a joke. Okay.
High this weekend, 100.
Yeah, there you go.
I guess on Monday. We'll count that as the weekend. All right, Royals at Tigers. Like Kansas City or Detroit in this one, Brandon.
Got to go with the Royals. KC fan.
I'll go, yeah, KC as well.
I'll join you guys. Royals.
Dodgers against the Mets.
Dodgers.
That roster. I know the Mets spend a lot of money too, but yeah, I'll take the Dodgers in this one.
You're going with the Dodgers as well.
Mariners at the Rangers in Globe Life.
Give me the home team. I have no idea. I'm guessing. I'm not picking on this one. I'm guessing. I'll take the Rangers.
You're saying they shouldn't take your betting advice in this
No,
one?
negative.
I will also take the Rangers, where Arkansas will be back in, I guess, next February.
Yep. Take the Rangers as well.
Reds at the Cardinals.
You got to go with the Cardinals. St. Louis, baby.
You don't have to.
Are you gonna
with
go with the
Reds.
Reds? I'll take the team in Busch Stadium. I'll take the Cardinals. All right, Braves at the Orioles.
Grew up a Braves fan. On the road, give me the Bravos. I'll
Okay.
take the Braves.
I'll take the Orioles at home.
Yeah, I'll take the Orioles at home too.
That England-Spain game last week was more entertaining than the actual World Cup final. I know it went to extra time and Spain ended up pulling out 1-0, but I think that was actually the more entertainment. What did it end up like 6-4?
I was hoping we were going to get penalty kicks again at the end of one of those, but didn't work out. But yeah, I mean, I think we'll see dividends in American soccer and youth soccer as a result of that being here.
Well, it was
some 6, 7, 8-year-old kid that gets hooked on soccer as a result of those games on our soil.
I was reading a story. Kansas City had the highest rated television watch ranking versus any city in the United States. That final got 60 million viewers in North America.
A lot.
That's a
big
lot.
number.
That's a huge number. It's not quite Super Bowl-esque,
but it's
it's
bigger than most
big-
NFL playoffs.
It's bigger than NBA Finals. It's bigger.
Yes.
It's bigger than the AFC and NFC Championship weekends. It's bigger than college football, college basketball. I know Greg Sankey was citing the different numbers that football only pales in comparison.
And they
to
play
the
that on
NFL.
Sunday at what 2? Was it 2 o'clock?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
If they'd have played that in prime time here, which would have been way too late in Europe, so I get why they did that.
Yeah.
But if they'd have played that in prime time here, that number would have probably been 70 million people. Because 2 o'clock in the afternoon, I played golf versus watched it live. So,
Yeah.
but if I would have been home or it would have been a 5 o'clock, but I understand because, 5-6 hours away, that's where it really matters and the ratings really matter. So, all right, that's our Fence Man Friday picks. Brandon, you're just a couple of weeks out on residential projects. If someone would like to have a new fence this summer, you can probably make it happen in the next 30 days.
Yeah, that's true. You gotta give me a call, man. We love to do the residential jobs, all the wood, iron, chain link, even. We've got a lot of things to choose from.
Yeah, and when people think a residential privacy fence, they think wood, but that's a really good point. Vinyl's now an option.
Yeah.
Aluminum
Yeah.
is an option. We haven't talked about the aluminum fencing in a while, but there are a lot of different varieties that can be very custom for your job, for your house, for your look. And I've got a really unique situation here. I bet you could match up the design aspects pretty easily.
Yeah, we can do that. And we even, if you want wood fence and want it stained, we can even do that. So we do stain projects all the time as well. So you got to give me a call, especially for that discount.
All right,
You don't
call
call me.
now. Say, hey, I heard Brandon on the radio.
That's right.
Well, them old guys down there have been doing it for 20 years, and you get what, 10% off up to $500.
Yes,
right?
sir.
So $500 potentially off your job, but you got to call and ask for Brandon. And they need residential projects right now. They're a couple of weeks out. Want to keep everybody busy. So they're giving you the discount. 782-3936, the Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. Thanks for all the years the Fence Man has been a part of the show, and we look forward to many more. And tell Sean and Andy and everybody over there we said hello.
Yes, sir, I will. Yeah,
right.
Thank you for letting me come on here.
TheFenceManAR.com is their website.
All right, we got our Hog update coming up in just a bit. Matt Jones, Whole Hog Sports, just put this out. Arkansas just got a commitment from, listen to this, Tommy, Shogo Mayushi. He's the first Japanese player ever to sign with an SEC program out of high school. So notable news that came out 3 minutes ago for the Arkansas baseball program.
Does he have to pay out-of-state tuition?
That's a good question. I'm guessing he's got the scholarship and the cost of attendance.
All right.
Cost of attendance covered. You heard Clint Sterner talk about the aura. If you haven't heard the question and the comments from Ryan Silverfield yesterday, we'll play that coming up as well. Jordan Walsh getting another contract with the Boston Celtics. And I know that screenshot and AI, it can be fabricated, but I saw something about the Bahamas games being on Flow next week. So I'm going to see if I can authenticate that during the break, but we'll get to all that coming up here in our Hog Update.
All right, you can take us anywhere you want to take us along with you, whether it's the Bahamas or your vacation or you're just headed in the office and want to keep listening. Download the Hit That Line Now app, powered by Taco Bell. If you're craving something cheesy, saucy, or crunchy, Taco Bell has you covered. It's the Hit That Line Now app, powered by Taco Bell.
All right, when we come back, we'll get into all that. And again, Tyler Wilson's going to join us coming up this hour as well. We've got our Morning Rush Daily Question, plus Derek Ruskin, John Neighbors, David Fuchs, a loaded show. And then we'll play a Morning Rush montage of some of the best moments of the show the last 20 years. It continues on after this here on this Football Friday.
Let your voice be heard. Call or text the Morning Rush at 877-377-6963.
I've got enough to find ways to win football games, and that's all that matters.
This is the Morning Rush.
Hey, Hog fans, this is Elizabeth.
This is Robert.
This is Matt. This is Raleigh, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
It's a dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse.
Some serious crappie.
Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner. Kevin Hart here to tell you all about Taco Bell's new jalapeno citrus salsa. Hey guys, I kind of feel like you're chopping off my head a little bit. I'm the money. Don't forget that. It's spicy, balanced with a sweet and tangy citrus touch that makes everything taste even better. And the best part is it comes with, I kind of still feel like you ain't got all of me. The best part is it comes with anything on the Cantina menu. So you better try it before it's gone.
New jalapeno citrus salsa, the sauce with more main character energy than Kevin Hart.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge, and when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
If your Razorback closet needs an upgrade, the University of Arkansas Game Day Collection is what you are looking for, only at Roback.com. They have brand new Arkansas hoodies and polos that are selling fast. Go to Roback.com to check out their new apparel. That's Roback.com, RHOBACK.com. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
David Bowie got more fame with his #1 hit titled Fame. John Lennon co-wrote and sounded some of the high notes. The last line in the first verse sums it up. Fame puts you there where things are hollow. John 12:43 tells us that many people rejected Jesus because they loved the fame of people more than the praise of God. Is it any wonder you get more fame by rejecting the name of Jesus? I'm Pastor E from Woodland. Think about it.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports, to me it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
The brand new doors.
I'm Tim Shepard. I'm running for Washington County Judge. People come to Washington County for a reason, to raise a family, build a future, and enjoy the beauty of a place we call home. No matter how long you've lived here, we all want the same things: safe communities, responsible growth, and leaders who get things done. I'm Tim Shepard, and I'll work every day to keep Washington County the best place to live, work, raise a family, and call home. I'd appreciate your vote November 3rd.
Paid for by the committee to elect Tim Shepard, Washington County Judge.
I'm Wendy Howerton, and I'm running for circuit judge here in Washington-Madison County. I've been practicing here for 20 years, representing people just like you in everyday matters.
It's going to be justice for all. Everyone there is going to have a voice, and all those people who don't have a voice, they're going to have one in my courts. And I'm going to apply the law evenly, impartially, like it should be.
I'm here to protect all your constitutional rights, because they've never been more important than they are now.
Paid for by the Howerton campaign.
You know what I'm talking about? A restaurant where the whole family can go and get a great meal for a great price. Where the owner actually comes to your table to make sure everything tastes great. I'll tell you what I want. I want Jerry Neal's.
You know your business. I know the fans. Together, we're a championship roster. In Arkansas, loyalty is everything, and nobody connects with the Razorback faithful like our team here at ESPN Arkansas and HitThatLine.com. When you partner with us at ESPN Arkansas, you're not just buying airtime. You're gaining trusted voices that talk to your customers every single day. I'm Ty Richardson. Let's grow your business together, both on air and through digital avenues. Become a partner at ESPN Arkansas. Email ty.richardson@HitThatLine.com to start your campaign today.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Come on, Pig.
Darren McFadden goes 73 yards. And Allen has a wide open man. It's Childs. He's loose. He scores. Childs, please.
Uncle Tommy loves the Razorbacks.
ARKNSAS. This is your Hog Update on the Morning Rush.
I never thought coming here today, these last couple of days that people would talk about aura. First off, I don't know what the hell that means. Like I said all along, I don't, if it's about fashion or all that stuff, certainly have no aura. But if it's about having a presence about yourself, those are around me know that at least I'm a genuine, real dude. And I think you talk to our players, they get a presence around me, they get it. And if aura means being cool, doing all those things, well, listen, I got a hot wife for a reason, right? I mean, I can get down, I can recite, Notorious B.I.G. lyrics, I can recite, whatever you want me to do, let's go. But I've got enough aura, enough to find ways to win football games, and that's all that matters.
If you listened to Clint Sterner earlier, he took exception to, I guess, the Get Up guys and gals making fun of Silverfield on the show this morning. I know this is something that has occurred the last couple of days, and he Clint's explanation is like, we don't care about Aura, we just need a football coach, and I think that's pretty spot on with what you want moving forward. I don't care if Ryan Silverfield or whoever else in that position is deemed cool or considered like the hip guy, the hip coach. You just want a guy that somehow, some way gets this team back to winning consistent football games.
Cool only matters, I guess, on Friday night. I don't know. I'm trying to cool. You know what's cool? Winning. Yeah. Winning's pretty cool. So and winning's what creates that aura that he's being questioned about. So Nick Saban created an aura over a long time with consistent winning, but he's not the most dynamic guy. Would you say he's the coolest guy in the room? You know,
I mean, Nick Saban's pretty stinking cool.
but he, when he showed up, it wasn't that way. But the winning made him cool.
No,
So,
you're right on that.
I don't need a guy that's, like you said, the slickest guy, the best dressed guy, that walks with a swagger. Just go win some games. Just as Clint Sterner said a few minutes ago, focus on accountability, focus on process, focus on detail. I mean, that's what makes anything sustainable and long term, is taking care of details, taking care of all the small stuff. All those little things add up to big things, which add up to winning.
Yeah. We were talking about, before we went to break, the Flow Sports stuff. Andrew Hutchinson, Best of Arkansas Sports, was listening. They are on Flow's website, the Bahamas game. So if you do want to watch, has Chuck given any indication? They're not doing radio next week, are they?
No.
Okay. I wouldn't think
I've received
so.
nothing of that.
I would think that, there's nothing else going on right now. Why wouldn't you want to do that?
My guess is the sponsorship dollars.
Okay.
They'd have to go out and create the sponsorship dollars for those broadcasts. You don't just do the broadcast. You gotta pay for it.
I've never paid for a Flow baseball broadcast. I've either watched it on my buddies or done something else. I think I might pay for this because I really want to watch this basketball team play next week.
I'm with you. And we'll get, as we get closer, game times and those things, that maybe you can make an appointment for that.
Speaking of basketball, Jordan Wallace, 3-year, $15 million contract extension with the Celtics. So congratulations to Jordan, who's keeping it going in the NBA.
Role player with those guys, comes off the bench. He knows his spot on that team and what's important, and they're rewarding him, with, like I said, $15 million over 3 years. Not a bad deal to be a role player with the Celtics. So.
Not at all.
All right, that's the Hog Update. It's brought to you by the Brad Hendricks Law Firm. They are pure Arkansas. They live here, they work here, and they know the court system here and can help you with so much more and help you out so much more than these out-of-state lawyers and out-of-state law firms who advertise right here in the natural state. They have offices statewide with Brad Hendricks for personal injury, from car wrecks to big truck wrecks and more. They'll help take care of the people that need help with bankruptcy, medical malpractice, and Social Security claims as well. They bring tradition, reputation, and results. Call the Brad Hendricks Law Firm, 501-910-1010, 501-910-1010.
All right, so the Morning Rush has been around 20 years now. Today marks the 20th anniversary of this program. We bring in our buddy Larry Rath, who I feel like has been part of it for quite some time as well. Rath Auto Resources.
David Rath today, I think. I'm being told.
That's David today? Okay, then David Rath. David, how long has Rath Auto Resources been around?
Man, that place has been going for, if you go back all the way to when we had the Lincoln Mercury store and all that stuff, we've been there for, like 40 years. That joint's been around for a long time. Rath Auto Resources, as it is right now, has been a thing since about 2011. So, there's a lot of legacy there, man. Been there for a long time.
Well, I don't know how Larry's done it for 40 years when he's only 39. That's what I don't get.
Well, yeah, that's tricky. Yeah.
Well, we got the 10K Big App giveaway going on right now. I know that's been a big deal, and we only got, 7 days left to sign up?
I think that's right. Yeah, the month's kind of gotten away from me too. Yeah, so we got just a little bit of time left. Just come on in. There's no purchase necessary. There's no gotcha. There's no catch. Just come in, sign up to win. We're going to do that big giveaway on the 1st. So we're going to go on Facebook Live and do that whole thing, have some fun with it. And, simple as that. Somebody's going to get a $10,000 check from us.
That's it. Again, come test drive a vehicle. No purchase necessary. Rath Auto Resources in Fort Smith, Rath Mitsubishi in Springdale. You can do it at both locations. And again, there's no purchase necessary. $10,000 announced Facebook Live August the 1st. Are you getting to announce the name, David, or is that your dad?
I'm not sure. We might flip for it.
Okay. All right. Well, it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun either way. All right, man. Well, I'll let you get to it because I know you got people that will stop by and see you today.
Appreciate you guys.
All right. That's our buddy David Rath with Rath Mitsubishi and Rath Auto Resources. Morning Rush Daily Question to get to coming up. We've also got Tyler Wilson on deck for this morning as well.
All right, so we'll do all that. Hey, when the workday is done, that's when the good stuff begins, whether it's fishing, off-roading, or just enjoying the great outdoors. Farm Credit of Western Arkansas can help make it happen. Visit myaglender.com. That's myaglender.com, or drop by any of Farm Credit of Western Arkansas's 25 locations today and start making the most of your time off.
This is former Razorback Chris Gregg.
This is Drew Morgan.
Hey, this is former Razorback Quinn Grovey.
Hey, everybody, this is Justin Moore.
This is Clint Sterner.
This is former Arkansas quarterback Tyler Wilson, and you're listening to The Morning Rush.
Let your voice be heard. Call or text the Morning Rush at 877-377-6963.
Hey, Hog fans, this is Elizabeth.
This is Robert.
This is Matt.
This is Raleigh, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
We are the only family, alumni, and locally owned Razorback store. We went to school here. We live here. We get what every Razorback logo means.
Plus, we're the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole, and almost every item that comes into our store has our stamp of approval. We want the best graphic on the best item, and that's what sets us apart.
Whether it's pennants, fan cave items, or other clothing, we take the time to get it right.
Hey, Dad, do you know what they call a pallbearer from Tulsa?
No, what?
Karaoke.
Matt, that's my job to do the dad joke.
Well, you said you were going to retire someday, so I should start practicing.
Anyway, you can stop by the Stadium Shop at 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville next to Baum-Walker Stadium.
Or you can call us at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Or if you can't get to Fayetteville, you can check us out on the Google later at shoponrazorback.com.
Dad, you actually got most of that right. How'd you do that?
Well, if you're going to do the dad joke, then I need to step up my Google later knowledge.
There's no hope for you, is there? Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs!
It's peak grilling season, and nothing hits the flame quite like beef. From hearty steaks to crowd-pleasing burgers, the rich flavor and perfect sizzle make every cookout worth gathering for. So fire up the grill, bring on the heat, and serve the taste that defines summer. Beef, it's what's for dinner. Funded by beef farmers and ranchers. Courtesy of Beef, it's what'sfordinner.com.
I can recite, Notorious B.I.G. lyrics.
This is the Morning Rush.
Employee pricing for everyone and 0% financing on all 2026 GMC Sierra 1500s at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. You pay what we pay on GMC Sierra 1500s. And for well-qualified buyers, get 0% financing or save $15,000 off on the last remaining 2025 GMC Hummer. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. We are professional grade. Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith.
The Arkansas Department of Transportation reminds you there is zero tolerance for handheld devices in highway construction zones, which are hands-free by law. And always slow down when you see orange barrels. Help us keep road workers and drivers safe. We all want to get home at the end of the day. Just remember, slow down, phone down. It only takes a second to change your life or someone else's. This message from the Arkansas Department of Transportation, the Arkansas Broadcasters Association, and this station.
Ace has always been the helpful place, and now we're even more helpful by offering instant savings to Ace Rewards members. Not a member? Just sign up at Metters Lumber Ace Hardware to start saving right at the register. Right now, you can get $80 off DeWalt Atomic 20-volt brushless impact and driver kits, or $50 off select Ego outdoor power equipment after instant savings with your Ace Rewards card. Ace, the helpful place. Must be an Ace Rewards member to receive instant savings. Available through the end of the month. See participating stores for details.
The Roar E dirt bikes are unleashed, and they're ripping up everything you thought you knew about power. Instant torque that snaps your head back, silent speed that hits before you hear it. No gas, no gears, just pure electric domination. Twist it and hold on. Trail, track, street, doesn't matter. These machines are built to shred. Ready to go full throttle without the noise? Get your hands on a Roar E dirt bike today at Wheeler Power Sports. Wheeler Power Sports, keeping the good times rolling since 1967 in downtown Fort Smith.
Budweiser, the American lager. A time-honored recipe, true to our original process, brewed using the choicest hops, rice, and best barley malt, delivering great quality beer since 1876. Budweiser, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Wes, how many people can a large pizza feed?
About 4.
So I should tell Cousin Jeff 1.
Oh, wow. He's a big eater.
The biggest. He once got kicked out of an all-you-can-eat diner because they ran out of food. How many can a small pizza feed?
I'd say 2.
Our small pizza at $15 is a meal for 2? We should advertise this. That goat'll hunt.
Dog.
What you call me?
That dog will hunt.
Wes, dogs are man's best friend. Goats are the true hunters.
Goats?
Billy Goat Jr.'s Grammy was trained to chase squirrels, cats, birds, and rabbits. We could hear her for miles through the brush. And she'd circle them right to us.
You're not serious.
As serious as a meal for 2 for $15.
You're an interesting cat.
What you call me?
A meal for 2 for $15. Eat Jim's RazorbackPizza.com.
Passionate about sports? If yes, let's take that passion and put it to work growing your business. I'm Rita Newton with ESPN Arkansas, and I help people like you that own businesses connect them with our avid and loyal sports listeners through the power of radio with sharing your words, plus offering digital solutions. Whether you need more customers or more traffic on your website, I am your girl. So email me at rita.newton@hitthatline.com or call me at 479-353-1242. One email or one call away to working on a business plan to help you grow your business.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Social Morning Rush Daily Question.
All right, you men. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer to the best of your ability.
It's going to be a quick answer to an incredibly terrible, long question.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Check out Nate and Kristen's Place in Lowell online at CarpathSocial.com.
So the Morning Rush is celebrating 20 years today. So I want you to reflect on the last 20 years of Razorback sports. What is your favorite memory? You can go back to 06 and things that happened there. 10 and 11, and our next guest that's going to join us might have a memory with Tyler Wilson, who has been part of the Morning Rush. Maybe it's some of these basketball runs. Maybe it's a trip to Omaha. What is your favorite Razorback memory of the last 20 years?
I'll do a football and basketball one. I think it has to be 07, going to the number 1 team in the country, and Darren Felix, Payton, and the guys defeating LSU. You don't win in Death Valley very often, much less when the team on the other side's ranked number 1 and the eventual national champion. So that's the football one. Basketball one, it's beating Oral Roberts in the Sweet 16 and the COVID NCAA tournament, getting your first Elite Eight since '95. So those are the 2 of the last 20 years that stand out.
For me, it has to be beating LSU in Little Rock, pour some sugar on me, and going to the Sugar Bowl. You didn't win the Sugar Bowl, but that's probably my my top Razorback football memory. Tyler Wilson joins us now. Tyler, good morning. What would be your top? You were in the middle of some of these memories. What would be your favorite Razorback memory from 2006 to current day?
Well, good morning, fellas. I guess you can't. I appreciate you picking the Sugar Bowl, but I was not quarterbacking that game, so I can't pick that game. It would be the year after, and we did win the Cotton Bowl. So there is that 11-win season in 2011. All the good memories there, and so that would definitely be mine. A lot of people talk about the Auburn game with Cam Newton, and those are certainly memories in my mind, and during our era that was probably tough even to this day to top. But excited for this year. Lots of good things ahead, and excited to celebrate the 20 years of the Morning Rush this morning with you guys.
There you go. That's the Morning Rush Daily Question, and it's brought to you by Cart Path Social.
Number 1 place for indoor golf in all of Arkansas. Play one over 1,000 different golf courses. It's air conditioned at 68 degrees when it's 90 or 100 outside in Northwest Arkansas. You can play with your friends, your coworkers. You can have group events, corporate events out there. Plus, it's summer memberships, unlimited golf starting at just $200. It's CartPathSocial.com. Always BYOB at CartPath Social.
So, what was it, 2014 when Arkansas went down to Houston, played Texas in the Texas Bowl. And Tyler, you joined us. Tyler Wilson now with us, Razorback legend, Razorback great. He came down because he was coming out of pro football, and getting into radio, getting into media was an interest of yours at the time. And I'll never forget being in Houston together and you doing a few shows. It was really, the first time that you'd done this, and I could tell you were really uncomfortable because you were completely out of your realm. Everything you had done, being in the pocket, playing quarterback, but man, you came in and you were a natural right away.
Well, I think you always are as a past player, you're trying to bridge what truth and reality you need to reveal, and what relationships and the involvement that you have, obviously, and the loyalty you have of being a Razorback. So, that was always a tough thing to juggle. It's like you want to go, hey man, we could have done better there. We should have done this here. We could have done that there. But you want to be so supportive, and I think the Razorback media in general has traditionally been very supportive of the program, and that was a tough thing to juggle. But you're right, Tommy. I love doing it. You guys make it easy, and what I will say, as I've grown older, my opinions probably have gotten stronger. But I will say my closeness to the game has drifted away. Right. So what I evaluated, just being done playing, I'm not seeing the intricacies of anymore. I'm not as close to the players. I'm not as close to, the intricacies of the game. And so, I see it probably closer to the viewpoint of the fan and the listener this morning than I do, as a former player or an existing player.
Tyler Wilson with us on the Morning Rush, co-hosted with us for a few years as Derek and me and Tyler together for, 2014 to 2016, somewhere in that neighborhood. Now your career is real estate, and man, you have really flourished in the real estate game.
We've been so blessed. One, got done playing, and thankfully, got some great experience with you guys and great memories on the Morning Rush, and that actually was a big opportunity for me while I was learning an entirely different industry. There's so many past players that are looking for that next thing, and I was blessed to not look in the rearview mirror, hit the go button, and push, kind of into a totally different industry. I wouldn't say I started from zero, but I had to suck up my pride a little bit and get to work. And I think a lot of people, that's a big difference. And real estate was that for me. And I started in Little Rock. I've moved to Little Rock. My family's there now, and we're traveling all over the country building national single tenant real estate deals, and so we've been super blessed. We want to obviously continue that, and what's great is I get to enjoy the game of football now, not let it be a stressor. The real estate's my stressor now, but the football and talking about all this is enjoyment. And so it's a different aspect and a different chapter of life for sure.
So Ryan Silverfield, I'm sure you've listened to some of what he had to say at SEC Media Days this week. What are your thoughts? I don't think we've talked to you since Ryan came on the job as the head coach. What are some of your takeaways from what you've seen?
Well, I think we've had so much change in the program over the last decade or more that stability is always something you're searching for. It's hard to build a program when new coaches come in. They don't know the past players. They don't know the alumni. They don't have relations. And I think that's what the hire of Ryan Silverfield, at least that from my perspective, is being relayed. We've got to build a camaraderie of past players. We got to build a camaraderie of alumni, feel like they're heard, feel like they're supported. And, one of the things when Coach Silverfield got the job, he reached out to me immediately. And, part of that I think is on the staff and on the coaches, but I think part of it's on the past players. Who also a former teammate and past player, very involved in kind of those alumni relations. So I think that's a spot they've created. Again, it doesn't talk about on the field stuff, but I think it brings the state together, brings players together, and that's the camaraderie that, we've kind of needed to feel I would say, since the Houston Nutt days, and Nutt didn't recruit me, but ultimately I think, those are the things the state has needed to feel. And so I'm excited for that. I think that point has been well taken. And then, I think the strategy moving forward is fundraising. Obviously, that is a huge aspect. We've got to pay players now. We had deep arguments back in the day when I was on the radio with you guys about should players get paid? It'll never happen. It'll never happen. Well, we're here, guys, and it's happening. And so we've got to do a really good job of sustainable future of creating a revenue stream to compensate players. The one-time gift, I think the days of the one-time gift, or if that's the model, is going to be challenging. So I'm excited about potentially being a part of some conversations that could improve that, where we can get great players in our program and compete, because that's what everybody else is doing.
Tyler, before we let you go, because we're running up against it, quarterback competition. You've shared with us before what it was like going up with Ryan leading into that 2009 season. We've got another one this fall, and it really has been leading up to this fall with KJ Jackson, AJ Hill. What is that like when it's not solidified, it's not locked down, you really don't know just yet at least who's the quarterback's going to be? Take us an inside perspective on what that's like as a competing quarterback.
It's one of the coolest moments, and also one of the most confusing moments, I think, in your life, because it's a defining moment, and you don't get this shot back. You don't get a second chance to be a starting quarterback at the University of Arkansas. And so every throw counts, every play, every team meeting counts. To me, it was an opportunity with Ryan. I did compete, for multiple years of trying to, win opportunities to be with the starting group. And I got a lot of those opportunities. And when my time came, obviously I was ready for it. In this case, it's a new staff. It's a new circumstance, lots of new teammates. And so you're coming into, everybody's trying to establish themselves in a new identity with that new staff. Sometimes that can be good, and sometimes that can be a challenge. And so I think both guys are worthy of competing for the job. And it's going to be up to the staff. It's going to be up to the players and the supporting cast here to help them out, regardless of the quarterback. I had good years and I had bad years being a quarterback, and the consistency is, what's going on around me? What are the coaches doing? What are the players doing? And to me, that's the key to success.
So let's talk about what really matters. How's the golf game doing?
You would be ashamed of me, Tommy Kraft. Now I can golf the ball a little bit when I'm caring about it, but when my care is low, it's usually not a good thing. I've ventured into more horses and farm day-to-day life than hitting the golf ball from A to B. So that has been a change since we've talked. So I don't know if that's a good business decision on my behalf, but or for my mental sanity, but it's that's the truth. So you tell me when we need to tee it up, and we'll find out.
Let's do it soon. Hey, great to hear your voice. We're up against it here, but thanks for the years you spent with us, and glad to have you as part of the 20 years of the Morning Rush.
Congratulations, guys, and go Hogs. Look forward to talking to you guys.
All right, the great Tyler Wilson, Greenwood's own, Arkansas's own. Tyler Wilson, former co-host here on the Morning Rush.
All right, we got hour 2 coming up. Derek Ruskin, John Neighbors, David Fuchs, and a montage on the way. 20 years continues next.
Hey, Fort Smith. Have you seen the all-new Bass Pro Shop outpost on Bass Pro Drive off Rogers Avenue? Step inside and check out the Pradco store within a store, where you can create something truly one of a kind. Pick from iconic lure shapes like the Booyah One Knocker or the Bandit 100, to name only a few. And have it custom autographed just the way you want it. It's fun, it's personal, and it's only at the brand new Bass Pro outpost. Swing by today and make your own custom lure.
Hey, Hog fans, this is Elizabeth.
This is Robert.
This is Matt.
This is Raleigh, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
We are the only family, alumni, and locally owned Razorback store. We went to school here. We live here. We get what every Razorback logo means.
Plus, we're the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole, and almost every item that comes into our store has our stamp of approval. We want the best graphic on the best items, and that's what sets us apart.
Whether it's pennants, fan cave items, or other clothing, we take the time to get it right.
Hey, Dad, do you know what they call a pallbearer from Tulsa?
No, what?
Karaoke.
Matt, that's my job to do the dad joke.
Well, you said you were going to retire someday, so I should start practicing.
Anyway, you can stop by the Stadium Shop at 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville next to Baum-Walker Stadium.
Or you can call us at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Or if you can't get to Fayetteville, you can check us out on the Googleator at shoponrazorback.com.
Dad, you actually got most of that right. How'd you do that?
Well, if you're going to do the dad joke, then I need to step up my Googleator knowledge.
There's no hope for you, is there? Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs!
It's peak grilling season, and nothing hits the flame quite like beef. From hearty steaks to crowd-pleasing burgers, the rich flavor and perfect sizzle make every cookout worth gathering for. So fire up the grill, bring on the heat, and serve the taste that defines summer. Beef, it's what's for dinner. Funded by beef farmers and ranchers. Courtesy of Beef, it's what'sfordinner.com.
This is the Morning Rush.
What could you do with $10,000? Well, now's as good a time as any to find out. It's time for our very first Wrath Big Ath 10K Summer Giveaway, brought to you by Wrath Auto Resources. Just visit us at 4515 Towson Avenue in Fort Smith and enter to win $10,000. While you're here, check out any one of our great road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles, inspected, reconditioned, and backed by comprehensive warranty. It's the Wrath Big Ath 10K Summer Giveaway, brought to you by Wrath Auto Resources, 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith, WrathAutoFortSmith.com. No purchase necessary. See dealer for complete rules.
Locally owned Lumber One can handle all of your building needs. They've built their business on having great relationships with everybody from contractors and builders to the everyday build-it-yourself. Lumber One is a full-line door shop to handle all of your door, window, and trim needs. And along with lumber, roofing and drywall products, attic wall and floor insulation is available. Lumber One also does blueprint takeoff with access to design services with estimates available. So go where the pros go. Lumber One, located on Industrial Park Road in Van Buren.
The paint store in Van Buren is still the place to go to when doing the job right really matters. Our unique line of Richards paint products was chosen by me to perform for you. This is Sue, and my 35 years of experience ensures you get the right paint and the right color. That's important to you and me. Thank you for your support. Come see what I'm talking about. 1414 Fayetteville Road, the paint store, Van Buren.
Presented by Central Hydraulics. When your equipment slows down, every minute matters. At Central Hydraulics, they keep your machines operating with the power and precision they were built for. From custom hydraulic hoses made while you wait to cylinder rebuilds, pump repairs, and hard-to-find parts, their technicians get you solutions you need. Fast, accurate, and done right the first time. Stop by 6104 Highway 271 in Fort Smith or call 479-646-0471. Whether it's a simple hose replacement or a major hydraulic repair, they're here to keep your equipment performing. Central Hydraulics, helping you move the world.
Summer is here and adventure is calling. Visit Southern Tire Mart for a new set of Yokohama tires to get your vehicle ready for summer travels. Southern Tire Mart is your trusted partner for top quality tires, professional services, and competitive pricing. Visit us in Fort Smith at 9700 Highway 271 and let Southern Tire Mart ensure your vehicle is ready for the open road. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. We keep America rolling.
Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful, not when you work with Tara Lindbergh and the Lindbergh Real Estate Group. With over $1 billion in real estate sold, Tara's team knows how to make the process simple, successful, and even enjoyable. They can provide you with a cash offer in 72 hours, or you can use Tara's high-octane marketing and sell your home for thousands over asking. When it's time to buy or sell, trust the team that delivers results. Go to LindberghTeam.com, LIMBIRD.
Save up to $4,000 on in-stock 2026 Buick Encore GXs at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. That's $4,000 off on this top-selling midsize SUV. Or drive the brand-new Buick Envista, a stylish crossover for as low as $399 per month. These are limited-time offers. Experience the new Buick at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith or online at harryrobinson.com.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, chance of seeing some isolated showers and storms. Our high temperatures right around 90. Most of that activity will be across the north today. Later on tonight, just a slight chance of a little rain or thunder. Overnight lows will drop down into the mid-70s. And then once again, could see some showers and storms across the north on Saturday, highs in the low to mid-90s. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by In Good Spirits, Fort Smith's premier source for wine, specialty beers, and liquor. Located at 12100 Highway 71 South in Fort Smith.
KERX Paris, Fort Smith. The Bud Light Countdown is on. Arkansas football begins in 43 days.
This hour of the Morning Rush is brought to you by Bud Light.
Can't drink all day unless you start early.
Celebrate America's 250th anniversary with an ice-cold Bud Light. 20 years ago, a vision became reality. A vision to create a place where Arkansas sports fans could come together, where voices from every corner of the natural state and Razorback fans around the world could be heard.
This is Clint Sterner.
This is former Arkansas quarterback Tyler Wilson.
And you're listening to the Morning Rush.
We saw the game through the same lens. We stayed on the field, whether it was practice or summer. But if Anthony Lucas ran a corner or Anthony Lucas ran a comeback and I missed it, then we lined up and did it again.
Your home games have to be your success. One, it keeps your mentality of your home base and your fan base involved and engaged. And if you can guarantee every time that they come into town and want to tailgate that they're going to have a party, they're going to continue to show up.
The names may change, the seasons may pass, but the passion never fades. 20 years later, the Morning Rush is still talking, still listening, still bringing Arkansas sports fans together. The Morning Rush, 20 years strong. Live from the Bud Light Studios. Produced by Christian Johnston.
With Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft. This is the Morning Rush.
Hard to believe 2 decades have passed in this chair since July of 2006. But it has been a fun ride that we look forward to continuing. 20 years of the Morning Rush. Glad you're here. Hour number 2. The time slots have changed. As the big boy said, some of the names have changed. We're going to talk to some of the voices you've heard over those 20 years that have joined me alongside. Ty's been here for the last 6. And we're going to talk to a couple of the guys that sat in that chair that Ty's in now coming up here in just a matter of minutes. Brought to you by Pradco and the new Pradco store that's inside of course, you knew there'd be a live read. That wouldn't be the Morning Rush. We didn't have a live read here. Brought to you by the Pradco store inside Bass Pro Shops in Fort Smith. You can customize any lure that they have on the line up there. Put your name, your company name on it, a message, happy birthday, happy anniversary, and these would make great corporate gifts as well. So customize the lures. It's only a $3 upcharge, or pick the colors and design the lure the way you want it. If you've got an idea for one you think that'd make them bite. It's the Pradco store inside Bass Pro Shops, just off I-540 and Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith.
All right, so what we're going to do is we try to collect some of the best calls and memories of the show the last 20 years, some dating back as far as the first week of the show, 2006, including Tommy's interview with Paul Eels. Got some other things we're going to get to. Then we're going to pop on with Derek Ruskin, John Neighbors, and maybe even get David Fuchs in here as well, who produced the show back then.
Clay's been a big part of the show. We're going to hear from Clay later in the hour, so a lot of fun. So take off whichever direction you want to head here on 20 years of the Morning Rush.
It's the Morning Rush.
29 years, Paul. Does it seem possible it's been 29 years?
Well, I'll tell you, it really doesn't. Good morning, guys, and it's great to be with you. I am really blessed to have made it this far, and probably looking forward to one of the better seasons, hopefully, that I've had the opportunity of being involved with.
Who gives a damn about LSU? Tickets to see the Dallas Cowboys take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. You get to see Matt Jones in person. He's going to be a featured receiver this year for the Jaguars.
The realistic expectation is that you get a coach that really wants to be here, and he can see himself being here for the duration of his career, which is not everybody.
You and Joe Adams and Jerry's Wright, go down the list. At some point, there's going to be another cycle in our state where Bielema has the opportunity to land that kind of class again.
Danny is in Russellville. What's going on, Danny?
John, I woke up halfway through my colonoscopy, so it's not the end of the world.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Thank you for taking my call today. And good morning to this great fan base.
My grandfather passed away early yesterday morning before the show. And let me tell you, where would he want me to be yesterday and today? Sitting right here doing this.
Well, you got two options. You can suck it up and grow a pair and man up and take responsibility for this and try to get it corrected amongst you and your teammates. You can turn your crap in and go to the house. Okay? Because that's about how most of us Hall fans feel. We're tired of seeing this crap.
You're listening to The Morning Rush with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft.
You know what you're having?
I want the John Neighbor Special.
What is it?
The John Neighbor Special?
What's the John Neighbor special? Who the hell is John Neighbor?
Tommy Kraft.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to ask you just what I asked those guys the other day. What planet are you living on?
I was a high flyer in the bedroom, boys. Well, yeah, that's a drop for somebody's show right there. Ty, it's why your friends don't bring their hot girlfriends around you, because they know there's a chance you're going to take them.
All of you are top shelf.
Is there sarcasm behind that, or is that truthful?
Everybody can take it how they want it.
Fellas, have you ever had a beaver nugget?
Just 100% Colton.
I don't have a big ego. I just say what I want to say, and if you don't like it, you can hang up on me.
We're a basketball school. We're a basketball state. We want to be a football school. We want to be a football state. We're not.
I just met with the team. There were 3 guys in there, and they were in the portal.
Big old rack and a thick neck.
I'm going to let Bill Dance ask the question. Bill, what should we be using to fish on the White River right now?
Well, what we're catching our fish on right now is a flashpoint minnow, a new bait that's Shibuya flashpoint minnow.
I feel like he waited 8 weeks to get a Black Friday deal on a coach, and everybody else bought all the good stuff. So now you're getting the generic crap off the bottom of the counter.
Matt says, I'm a Ty. Give me something near our hogs, maybe a few 100 acres in the Boston Mountains. So where are the Boston Mountains at?
In Arkansas.
I quit.
Where are the Boston? I
quit.
Who gives a damn about LSU?
Borderline erotic.
Either this league is not serious about getting better at college basketball, which could very well be true, or it's just I don't know.
Wait a minute. You want to penalize Kentucky because they're successful?
I'm confused.
Do they want to make the league better?
So not giving Kentucky less exposure.
How does that help the league? It doesn't help the league.
Okay, but them not going, how does that help the league?
It makes it more even. I don't know. I just don't like seeing Calipari's smug, arrogant face all over my television every single day. I hate it. I can't stand it anymore. I'm tired of him.
All right. So
sick of it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. I'm tired of him. I hate him. He's feeding his butt off over there, and no one does anything about it.
I just like to constantly moisturize my meat.
We have to put it out of its misery. I was just in shock. And so, because she didn't even hesitate. Like, there was no hesitation. She just saw the deer. It was broken legs, still breathing. She's like, well, I got to kill it.
Some good memories in there.
Oh, there's some great ones. And one of the voices there you heard was our afternoon host, whose hand still has not recovered from the pounding on the tabletop here. And the tabletop hadn't recovered either. And Derek Ruskin joins us now, whose heart rhythms have just about resided back to normal following that John Calipari rant. I don't know how many years ago that was, Ruskin, but it was in this very room I'm sitting in now, and it was a lot of fun to watch unfold.
Yeah, that was fun. I've heard your guest lineup, so I have about 2 minutes. Is that about how much time I have?
Man,
here?
You're Derek Ruskin. You got all the time you want. You can filibuster here if you want. In fact,
Like
Ty
home
would
kissing
prefer it. That
yesterday.
way he doesn't have to talk. So
There you go.
But,
Well, it's good to be with you, fellas.
Yeah, great. We were just kind of reminiscing here over 20 years. I remember we were 2 years into the morning, not quite 2 years into the morning rush, and we were going through a transition. First transition, me and you met at SEC Media Days to talk about the opportunity. And like many other times we did over the 10 years we did this show together, we shared a pizza and hashed it out and figured it out.
That's right. The California Pizza Kitchen in Hoover, Alabama. That's
Yeah.
where it was.
That's
It's
where
not there anymore, I don't think.
What a
but-
delicacy.
Yeah, it was
You didn't splurge for what's his face steakhouse?
that at the time that was splurging.
Okay.
In the early days of this outfit, that was splurging, Ty.
Yeah, that was a big ticket item in the early days when we had one signal, Ty.
Yeah.
Things have changed.
Yeah, things have changed. You've been here for the glory days. Me and Ruskin had to suffer through a lot of bologna sandwiches at media days back in the day. Our travel budget wasn't quite the same
Lavish.
travel
Not
budget
as lavish.
that
No.
you think is a little on the thin side. But it was fun in those early days. We were in the other room in a different studio. We, shows on location didn't happen quite as easily. Technical difficulties always seemed to jump up. But, man, we had a lot of fun just, chopping it up and doing it at a time when, the Petrino era was beginning. You were here when the motorcycle went off in the ditch. I'll never forget calling you, and we'd had, hey, there's something right about this girl they've hired. Something doesn't appear right, her leaving the foundation. And then, like, a week later, it comes out on that she had been on the bike, and you're on your way to Augusta National.
That's right.
For a practice round. And your response to me when I called you and you were in the call, your dad, I don't care if he's dead. I'm going to the Masters.
That's right. That's exactly right. And I haven't been back since. So it was a good trip. So absolutely.
But you've been a part of 10 of these 20 years here, my man.
Yeah, I think the only person that's been on more morning rushes than me is you in the total.
I would not argue that stat.
Yeah. So, I mean, you learn. I think about a couple of things that I think about is number one, and I've mentioned this before, but to be in there for a couple hours and then to sit in that same room and listen to Colin Cowherd for 3, it was like a master's training program or whatever, and how the heck to do any of these shows, because what the people don't know is these shows just don't happen. Like, you have to figure out, you can't just say, well, the team played today. You've got to figure out where the hook is in whatever's going on that you can latch onto and turn into a content or a topic or something to get everybody riled up. And so to learn all that in every morning between doing the show and then listening to the show that was after ours was pretty remarkable. And the other thing that I want to say is working at this place is truly unique, because whenever something happens, whether it's an illness or a baby arrives or whatever the case may be, there's never any question. You just say, I got to go. And someone writes back, it's handled. Don't worry about it. Go. And I think that's rare. I've not had a lot of jobs, but it feels like that's rare, that if something happens in your personal life, whether it be an illness or a death or a birth or whatever, that there's not a second hesitation. People are like, we'll handle it, go do it, go be with them, and we've got it covered. So I think that's a pretty unique trait about our company and about where we work every day.
Yeah, and to that point, we were together doing the show with the birth of both of my children, and now you've just went through that same walk and phase of life. So it's funny how everything kind of comes full circle around here.
Yeah, it really is. And it was just, it's a whirlwind. I was going to work that day, and then I just
and we handled it.
You or Ty, I don't even remember who I texted, and it was just go. We've got it handled, and I didn't have to think about what was going to happen at 2:00 that day if we were going to have dead air or whatever. So that's.
Well, we suggested that. Good. Some thought it would be better than what we normally put on, but I opted for a different plan that day. Yeah. I remember back to the first show you and I did together. Now, Ty Ruskin was meticulous in his preparation, and he had about 9 pages of material he wanted to go over in the then 2 hours of the morning rush. Mm-hmm. And we are sitting there, and he insisted that he wanted to run the board. I vetoed that, hey, you need to sit over and just worry about hosting the show the first week, and then we'll talk about it. So he did. And we are about 7 minutes into the show, and he has run through all 9 pages.
All of it.
I mean, he's
gone.
He's done. We go to break, and he's exhausted because he has in the first 7 minutes given every opinion, every thought, every take that he had planned out over 2 hours, and I think that was the first lesson we learned together about maybe pacing out our content a little bit.
Well, yeah. Well, and you know, coming from TV where you have to do everything in 3 minutes, you don't have to do that here. You can take 10 minutes on, you know, one play, or 20 minutes on you know, the standings or whatever it is. So yeah, that took a little getting used to, but yeah, staring at that blank canvas every day, even now, is just, I don't know how we do it, but somehow we figure it out every day.
Well, enjoy listening to the afternoons. Do you have I've got one favorite story. You got a favorite story from your 10 years?
I know what you're going to say. I don't know if there's so many things. I think about the trips. I mean, we've spent God knows how many hours in a car together, going to Hoover and to Tallahassee and I think that's I don't remember where else we've been. Anyway, but yeah, I think about that and those times maybe more so than actually doing the show. The thing about the people don't understand, when you at, like in your guys' case, at 11:01, you kind of forget what all you just did for the last couple hours. You really don't remember very much of it. At least I don't anyway. So I don't know, but I remember mostly the car rides all across the Deep South, covering media days and tournaments and stuff like that.
So I wish we had tape on this, but we didn't even have CDs back then. I mean, this was early on in Derek's time here. We do this segment at the end of the show that's news of the weird kind of deal. We'd copied it from somewhere else. And there was this story that Derek is reading in Alabama, from the state of Alabama, where this church was protesting and marching with signs in front of a gentleman's club that had moved into town, right? And they were not happy about this particular establishment setting up shop and doing business in their town near the church. So Derek's unfolding this story. He's doing a great job of laying out, what's going on. Well, the story turned on the fact that on Sunday morning, all the ladies in their lack of costume and their lack of in their work attire showed up and picketed and protested at the church.
Wow.
So we're talking about this story, and Derek's reading this, and he looks to me for a response, and I said, well, tit for tat, and I lost him for the rest of the show. He was laid out over the board in laughter.
Couldn't look at you after that.
Luckily, there was only about 3 minutes left in the show. We'd have been in trouble if that was earlier on, because, that was...
Well, tit for tat. So, all right, man, we'll hear what is on the agenda for this afternoon.
Well, I just got here, so I don't know yet.
All right.
We'll figure whatever we do, it'll be fun.
Well, hopefully there'll be some aura around you today. So,
boy, let's hope so. Right.
All right. Derek Ruskin and Zach afternoons, but cut his teeth, learn the craft on the Morning Rush, and has been part of half of the years of the Morning Rush. So glad to have Derek still on our team.
All right, you want to transition?
Let's do it.
Okay. All right, let's bring in the
third host.
The third host, John Neighbors, Inside Arkansas,
third co-host,
formerly of the Morning Rush. John, good morning. Did we get back to Arkansas after Tampa? Okay.
Yeah, surprisingly, considering my travel arrangements. But no, I've been listening this morning, and I didn't realize you guys were still on. This is great. I'm glad you guys could remember me. And all
right, well, good talking to you, Neighbors.
Yeah.
I didn't know private jets had problems getting in and out of airports. So I'm surprised you had any travel troubles with your private jet.
Hey, but listen, I learned from the best, because when you make your money, man, you can spit on the microphones if you wanted to. So I'm just trying to live the lifestyle that that you had, my man. But no, it's I'm truly though, it's I'm excited. I appreciate you guys having me on and remembering the 20 years of a great radio giant that is the Morning Rush.
Yeah. So and hopefully there's 10 or 15 more. I'm not quite old enough to retire yet, but man, good to hear from you. I know you've been busy down in at Media Days, and you were with us a couple of years on the Morning Rush, and really kind of helped set the table, for Ty and this last 6 or 7 years. So good to hear your voice. It's been too long.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was great. I'm so happy that me and Tommy, we got to do the show together for the Chad Morris years.
Yes.
So that was
Yes.
that was a very, and also included in that was the 2018 dropped foul ball.
Yeah.
So we had some banger moments in Razorback history together on the show.
Yeah,
But
it put a strain on our relationship for sure. So
yeah, it started there. But no, it was a great. Even though it was only just a few years, it was great because in that stretch coaching search, we had two of them in basketball and in football. And as you guys know, that's content king when it comes to here in the state. And so yeah, just a lot of great moments, a lot of great times, a lot of great topics, and a lot of great fun early morning, each and every morning.
John was the first one that really figured out how to connect plane tracking and social media. And I think that was really where your social media fame really took off. Was there was one of those searches, and then you were, let's just be honest, we're making a bunch of crap up, but you were having so much fun with it on this plane track, and people were taking you serious, and you were being so facetious, and you were having so much fun with it. But the original plane tracker on social media, John Neighbors.
That's right. In fact, I'm so glad you bring that up, Tommy, because I mean this when I say this. It's like getting a compliment from Tommy Kraft is something you got to earn. Just being honest, and Ty could probably attest to this. It's like you got to earn it, and it's not in a bad way. But like one of the few times I remember was when all that it was the Sam Pittman hire before that. It's plane tracking going on. I remember Tommy's like, man, that's pretty good stuff with the plane tracking thing. That's it's pretty good. And I was like, I did it. I made it. I'm good. I was like, I got it.
Career accomplishment. Yes.
That's right. But no, that was a crazy time. And just to think about how college sports and college football's changed since then, where plane tracking is like the least crazy thing that we do nowadays in this game.
So one of the funniest moments, I don't know if we have audio on this or not, was when John and I were doing the show together. Ty, you were probably producing.
Mm-hmm.
When
I tried to find it. I pulled an interview of us talking about it, but I couldn't find the actual clip. I don't know where it went.
So John's laying out this story where he is in his truck. He has hit a deer on the side of the road, and this deer has just been wounded, but needs to be put down. And John's girlfriend at the time sends him down there with, as I remember, with her handgun that she pulled out of her purse. And you couldn't do it, so she had to go down there and finish the job for you. That was maybe one of the funniest moments in the last 20 years on the show.
Well, let me correct just one thing, because I was not already.
Well, don't let the truth get in the way of a good story.
I know. But listen, she didn't give me the gun because she wouldn't have trusted me with the gun. I was just there in shock, kind of in the same moment. Now all of a sudden I hear the door open and she's cocked and loaded, ready to go out there with the gun in her hand. And so I'm sitting there just kind of like, whoa, like trying to think, what were you doing? And she, without hesitation, goes, well, it got put out of its misery. Like, this is above my pay grade. I'm from Fayetteville, man. I don't know anything about that, but yeah, that was a story to this day, Tommy. I still have people bring up to me, and it was an awesome thing because I truly didn't know what to do in that. I don't know if anybody else has ever been through that, but it was definitely one of the more memorable stories that it's good when I don't know how long ago that was, probably 8 years ago. Something to that extent. It's like the people still bring it up is pretty incredible.
Let's just be honest. That's where that relationship turned for you, right?
Yeah, that's right.
That was the sentinel moment when she said, he's not the one.
Yes, exactly. And it was like, and I haven't recovered since, honestly. So it's like the reputation about me is out there. But no, that was a great moment. And, one of the moments too, and I won't bring this one fully up on the air, but I do remember something that me and you laughed about a lot was dealing with, there was a particular advertiser that would come in sometimes and just happened to accidentally drop an expletive on the air, which we know is a big no-no. And he said it in such a country, over-the-top, ridiculous. Yeah, it was one of the funniest things that I still to this day think about and laugh because it was one funny in the moment for you, obviously, but then later, that was pretty good.
It was. I know exactly what you're talking about, and it is one of the more humorous moments to reflect back on. So, man, it's great to hear your voice. Let's catch up soon, and we'll see you at some games, I'm sure, this fall.
Yes, absolutely. Appreciate it. Appreciate Morning Rush. Appreciate you, Tommy, for the opportunity, man. And, because I will say real quick before we get out of here that, I didn't know what an actual legitimate radio station organization looked like, as you know, before I started working for you. So I appreciated you showing me a lot of the ways of how it needs to be done and should be done. And congratulations. Seriously, it's awesome. 20 years is a long time, but keep up the good work. Keep it going, man. And appreciate your guidance and all of your insight over the years.
Thank you, John. One of these years, I'm going to forgive you for introducing Ty Richardson to me. So.
Well, that'll be
because
a
you're
day in hell,
responsible
but we'll
for
wait
this.
till then. That's true. That's true. I'll take it.
Yeah.
All the good tarnished by the one bad decision.
Ty wouldn't be here if it wasn't for John Neighbors. So if you're mad at me about it, I'm going to just point you right at who to blame. So, John, good to talk to you, man.
You as well, guys. Appreciate y'all.
All right. John was my third co-host on the Morning Rush, and that led us right to you. And here we are.
Here we are.
All these years together. Mm-hmm. Feels like Lionel Richie and Kenny Rogers singing a duet. And if you only knew who either one of those guys were, it'd be even funnier.
I know they're artists.
The best for last.
I know they're artists. Well, I did produce for a little bit as well. I didn't just initially come in as a host. I did produce a little bit. Just did it all.
Yeah, that's where you began. One of the other guys that has been behind the scenes in the years and still one of the great guys. And that's the thing I love about this. All these guys, by and large, still talk to, keep up with, just part of the extended family. And David Fuchs had been here and was homesick and ready to go back to New York City and where he was from. And he joins us now from New York City. I texted him immediately when the Hogs are going to play Indiana up there. But David was one of the guys I'll always cherish that worked with us here on the Morning Rush. And David, good morning. How are things in the Big Apple?
They are good, Tommy, and it's great to be on. I have to be honest. When Ty texted me a couple of days ago and asked me if I wanted to jump on today, honestly, and I don't say this as an exaggeration, it was definitely one of the highlights of my week because I was so excited that he reached out to kind of include me in this and that I was going to be talking to you guys today. So it's great to be on. And, you're talking about the story earlier with John Neighbors about an advertiser bringing an expletive or saying an expletive on the air or whatever. And I was like, what a transition to bring me on after that.
Yeah, I was going to leave that part of the story out, but since you bring it up, David had the mishap of actually quoting Tiger Woods word for word at following a bad shot. And, it's one of the – but you learn from that, right?
I mean, totally. That was like an imperative moment of my life. And, you definitely taught me a little bit of a lesson that I bring forward with me today. And that's actually true. I don't use that language anymore, and it goes right back to that. So, that was a pivotal moment of my experience, my incredible experience.
You're a father now, David, so you can't have that coarse language around the kiddo.
And
right?
that too.
Yeah.
And that too, exactly.
Yeah, because eventually they'll just bring it home from school or the social media's back to you. This was really an adventure for you. You're a Penn State grad, moved here out of college, didn't know a soul, came here on your own, worked here for a few years, and then, man, you've got a lovely wife and a family you've started. You're back in New York, and things are great for you.
Yeah, and I will say that, it was good for me to obviously, Alex and I are very happy right now. Tommy, you met her a couple times. I'm so glad we stay in touch too, by the way.
So,
but, you're right. It was not easy, picking up, coming from, never really leaving the Northeast and coming down to, Arkansas, to a place that I've never been before. I didn't know anybody down there. I didn't know if the job was going to work out. I didn't know anything. And, looking back on it, I'm like, damn, that was a really ballsy move of me to do at 22 years old. Yeah. I can't even believe that I did it. But I will say, and I talk about this with my family, my very, very close friends all the time, it was honestly the best experience that I could have had at that time. All the people that I met, all the people that I still keep in touch with, including both you guys, Ty and Tommy. And, not a lot of people that I know or that, nobody does anything like that. They're kind of in the little bubble up here. So it was great for me to be exposed. I've always been a huge college football fan. I've always been a huge SEC fan. So it was great to see another culture. And I'm honestly, I really cherish all the relationships, and I'm so happy we stay in touch. I see you at this point almost once a year, honestly.
Well, I'll see you in November coming up for the
November
Indiana
17th.
game. And
Yep, I
can't
got
wait.
it on my calendar.
Can't wait to reunite those few days I'll be in New York. Man, we got to run. I hate to cut it short, but I'll see you in November.
We'll talk soon. Thanks, guys.
All right, our good friend and former colleague here at the Morning Rush, David Fuchs, who's in New York City. All right, hey, real quick, Hardee's yesterday. You guys we were out there. We got 3 qualifiers yesterday. Another chance coming up next week to qualify for the football trip of a lifetime with Hardee's. So stay here for all the details on that. All right, more of the Morning Rush 20-year reunion. We'll fire it up next, and our SEC update on the way here on the Morning Rush.
Let your voice be heard. Call or text the Morning Rush at 877-377-6963.
I kind of like the rivalry we got with Arkansas. I mean, I don't remember the last time they beat us.
This is the Morning Rush.
I went somewhere, they're calling him Billy Goat. Saying, Billy Goat. I go, what?
This is the Morning Rush.
Save up to $4,000 on in-stock 2026 Buick Encore GXs at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. That's $4,000 off on this top-selling midsize SUV. Or drive the brand-new Buick Envista, a stylish crossover for as low as $399 per month. These are limited-time offers. Experience the new Buick at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith or online at harryrobinson.com.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Busy season is here, and C2 Supply is ready to keep you stocked and moving. Whether you're tackling big jobs or everyday work, we've got the supplies to keep things running smoothly. Stop by C2 Supply, 602N, Broadway in Poteau, or give us a call at 918-647-0430. C2 Supply, keeping your jobs moving all season long, and let us see to your supply needs.
Summer is here and adventure is calling. Visit Southern Tire Mart for a new set of Yokohama tires to get your vehicle ready for summer travels. Southern Tire Mart is your trusted partner for top quality tires, professional services, and competitive pricing. Visit us in Fort Smith at 9700 Highway 271 and let Southern Tire Mart ensure your vehicle is ready for the open road. Southern Tire Mart is a proud dealer of Yokohama tires. We keep America rolling.
When I'm in the mood for something sweet and hot, do I wait, hoping my husband walks in dressed in tight tennis shorts and a dozen roses? No. I hit Hardee's for the new made-from-scratch Hot Honey Biscuit. That crispy chicken, that hot honey, and that sweet prize. Just $3.99 for a limited time. Or that hand-breaded Hot Honey Chicken Sandwich with crispy bacon and melted Swiss on a brioche bun. Hardee's new Hot Honey menu. Price and participation may vary. Tax not included. Not valid for use within a combo or in combination with any other offer or discount.
APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group has immediate openings in the Northwest Arkansas area. If you're a licensed CDL driver, heavy equipment operator, electrician, diesel mechanic, have paving or concrete labor experience, or experience in a quarry, apply today at jobs.crh.com. APAC offers top pay, a sign-on bonus, benefits including insurance, retirement, and profit sharing. Apply online today at jobs.crh.com. APAC Arcola and Standard Materials Group is an equal opportunity employer.
Championship caliber teams like the Razorbacks rely on proven performers. So do smart businesses. That's why Datamax proudly partners with Kyocera Office Technology, recognized by Keypoint Intelligence for delivering the industry's most consistent color performance. Kyocera is built for reliability, security, and results you can count on. Combined with the local service and support you've trusted for years, it's a winning combination for your business. Datamax, relevant technology, raving results.
Dozy Place has been serving award-winning steaks for over 20 years, and now they're offering smoked prime rib on the weekends. It's a limited supply, so get your reservations in early. Try one of their delicious appetizers or your choice of drinks from the area's largest selection of wine, beer, and liquor. Doe's Eat Place open Tuesday through Thursday 5 to 9 and Friday and Saturday 5 till 10. Reservations are recommended. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming features and events. Call 479-784-9111 for Doe's Eat Place, 422 North 3rd Street in Fort Smith.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
The SEC is the best conference in America.
The tough will survive in this game, and I feel like the SEC is the toughest.
Arkansas is the SEC champion. You know, every game is a dogfight.
We're about to be tough there, yes. Week in and week out, you're going to play some of the best, the biggest, the fastest.
But this afternoon is a day for the Razorbacks to celebrate. Arkansas wins the tournament.
Where opponents' dreams come to die.
This is your SEC update on the Morning Rush.
And a few that decide to stay, and a few of the staff members said, man, we're making a difference in those things. It may be as simple as changing the light bulbs, painting some stuff. Now then it's maybe new dumbbells. Now it's, hey, are we feeding them better with better nutrition? Are we going about our business and making sure we're handling our academics? So those little things I truly believe will chip away at bigger and bigger things.
I want to give you a coaching point. Because when I went to Alabama, they kept telling me that's the way we've always done it. And I finally said, if you say that one more time, you're fired. So you need to change these things in Arkansas.
Well, wow. I'm going to just take this recording clip and I'm just going to have it with me. I'm just going to go, Coach Saban told me to tell you.
I can't imagine someone telling a young, even more hostile Nick Saban in 2007, that's the way we've always done it. That just would not go over well, as it didn't seem to when he alluded to it yesterday at SEC Media Days in Tampa.
Well, Alabama had won a lot of games. There was a reason they made a change. So the way they had done it for years worked, but time marches on, and so it was that was a good lesson for Ryan Silverfield to hear, and he'll earn the right to say you're fired if you say certain things. You earn that right with wins. You earn that right with some cachet, or the word that was used around him, aura, yesterday, that winning creates all that.
Yeah, the aura. This is what.
I got a hot wife for a reason, right?
That's still a great
still
a great drop from yesterday. Other SEC news, Diego Pavia didn't even make it to training camp for the Ravens, which is pretty wild. Lane's off social media, and Arch likes to play golf with his dad.
Lane is off social media.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
He's taking a hiatus.
Are his people off social media?
That's
yeah, he's at a point. He's got people that do social media. I'm sure that was part of the contract with LSU. So, all right, that's our SEC updates brought to you by Nick and Ellie Glidewell, two of the great folks you'll find in the real estate business. If you have a luxury home that you want to buy, maybe in your neighborhood or a neighborhood you want to move into, or you have one and you're ready to maybe downsize or do something different, Nick and Ellie Glidewell are the people to call. They understand all the finer things that go into getting a deal like this to the finish line, to the closing table. There's a lot of points of negotiation. There's a lot of things that you need to do to get the house ready and staged. They understand it from start to the middle to the finish, to the negotiating price, negotiating closing strategies, negotiating all the things that really matter. And they work round the clock. They're always there for you. And they are the ones that can help you get the deal done. So if you've tried other agents, you've gotten very little traction, you've had the home listed, you're not getting any offers that come anywhere near the price you're expecting, talk to Nick and Ellie Glidewell. They can help you, particularly with these luxury homes. 479-739-2333. 739-2333. Or visit them online at nickandellie.com. Clay Henry's been a big part of our last 20 years, and he joins us now. Clay, good morning. I remember early on when we started the Morning Rush, you were one of the first to reach out. You and I had worked together on Chuck's show back in the day. I'd fill in. You were part of that show for years, and you and I developed a relationship through those shows. And when Chuck would be away and on vacation or away for a baseball game, and got to know each other. And when we started the Morning Rush, you were one of the first to reach out and offer yourself and Dudley and Harry King and others from Hogs Illustrated to come on the show and to help provide some insight, and really integral early on. And we've had a great relationship, and you've kind of hung around these last 20 years right alongside us.
Well, thanks, Tommy. And I mean that for all 20 years because the branding of Hogs Illustrated, I can look back, see that not only to be on your show in the morning, but also your stations, all these 100,000-watt flamethrowers that you've got scattered around the state. They brought Hogs Illustrated to these people by radio, and our brand was incredibly enhanced by radio. And I've said this before to some of your clients. I think made a speech like this when we were doing a remote in Branson. Was it the university condo that had all
the game day condo or the game day lodge.
Game day lodge.
Game day lodge.
And at dinner the night before, I kind of spoke about how Hogs Illustrated benefited from radio.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean that seriously. I mean, it's not, that doesn't even count the money I've made that paid for my daughter's college, both of them. So they thank radio and understand what it means to our family and our success. And so when you guys are successful, then I'm successful. And I think it goes both ways.
That was a fun weekend, Clay. I think that was like the 21 leading up to the national championship game, because I remember Jason and Sarah being like, well, what if they make the Final Four in that? We can't host y'all. It's like, I don't know if they're going to get by Baylor, which they didn't, but that was a fun weekend.
Yeah, I get to do fun things because of Tommy and been invited to some cool remotes. I can remember, what was the place that did ribs in Fort Smith that we did a bunch of remotes?
Yeah, what was the name of it?
Pig and Pepper?
Pig and Pepper, yeah.
Man,
yeah, I remember.
After it was over, you'd load me up with ribs, and then they would give me a check. I was like, this is pretty good. I would just take the ribs.
Yeah. I remember.
Yeah, and I have to do some things that aren't fun. Like next week, when Ty's gone, somehow I'm going to have to lift my game to the level that Ty performs.
Well,
and I know that's what Tommy's shooting for. Is if you can be as good as Ty, then you can be successful in radio.
Get a good night's rest the night before. Yeah, Clay's going to be with me next Wednesday and Friday while Ty is away, and taking some much-needed vacation from his trip to Tampa. So looking forward to Ty getting rested after a hard, tough week in Florida.
Going to a wedding?
I'm going to
85th wedding.
No, Clay, I'm going to Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, to play that island course and a couple other good.
Oh, that'll be
golf.
fun.
I'm excited.
That'll be fun. Yep. Yeah. So.
Well, Clay,
I've got relatives in that area. I need to call and warn them to lock up the women and kids.
Lock the windows, lock the doors.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, Clay, thanks for your friendship. Thanks for your partnership over the last 20 years, and glad you had a few minutes this morning for us.
Well, I enjoy this show. I'm listening. I'm driving to Fayetteville, so you guys, the same thing that's happened many times. You've got me to where I'm going. I'm almost there. Just listening to you guys. That's the way I spend my mornings. Thanks again.
All right, Clay Henry, the legend, the Hall of Famer. I don't know how many more tags we can put on Clay, but he has been a part of what we've done, and I've enjoyed mine and Clay's friendship over the last 20 years. Speaking of ribs, I remember it was July 4th. And back in the day, I mean, if July 4th fell on a Thursday, it wasn't a day off in radio. We didn't take the day off. You just kept doing the show. The programming, the show went on, to borrow the adage. And there was a July 4th that, of course, Chuck was gone, but Clay and I had to do sports rap back in the day. And Clay came in, and he had stopped at Penguin Ed's, got a couple slabs of ribs for the crew, and we sat there and we did 3 hours of the show and just ate ribs and broke bread and talked sports on a day where there was not much going on.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun. So the reciprocation of baby back ribs has went both ways over the years.
Has happened.
Yeah.
I do have some notable news in conjunction with Arkansas Athletics. Hunter Yurchek just put this out. Exciting changes coming to Razorback Stadium for the 2026 season, including the installation of dynamic LED and laser lights and a state-of-the-art audio system, all in one Razorback. Ryan Silverfield has mentioned a couple times the game day atmosphere. And I know the lights have been more talking about within the actual football facility.
Yeah, that'd be great for these 11 a.m. games. That'll be absolutely wonderful for these 11 a.m. kickoffs. Well, having a laser light show.
Help me this. Georgia, LSU, I believe are the only two home, right?
I'm kidding a little bit. North Alabama's 3:15. Georgia's 11 a.m. You've got a while to worry about it before, I guess, what time's the Tulsa game? I think it's a 7 o'clock game or something. Maybe you get to use it for the Tulsa game. But so now we're going to have the nice flashy lights like Alabama's had for years, like a lot of high school state. It's never made sense to me that Greenwood High School has nice flashy lights, and a lot of the schools in the 7A West have them, but they didn't have it at the University of Arkansas, the ones that come on after you score and go on and off and all that stuff. It never made sense to me that the high school can have them, but you don't. Yeah. So glad to see that upgrade. Sound system upgrade. But I'm going to tell you, maybe it's because I'm getting old, but turn it down a notch a little bit.
Trying to think at the last concert or game I was at where I was like, man, this is pretty loud. I guess it's where you're sitting also has to deal with that, but I think there's a lot of listeners that would probably echo the same thing you just said.
Yeah, but no, that's good to see, and that light stuff adds an enhancement. But you need to score in order to use it. All right, yeah. So we can put in all the nice fancy lights, but you got to put the ball in the end zone.
Yep.
In order to be able to use that. Hey, one of the partners I'm so happy that we have had for many of these 20 years is Gaston's White River Resort. Clint, Jacob, that whole crew over there have been awesome to us. It's been too long since we've been there. We need to go over there and just, for no better reason than just to do it, go do a show there and fish and hang out for a few days. It's a great place to relax, to retreat, maybe to bring your team together, to have serious conversations for strategy and planning, because there's so many things to do. You can, work through the mornings, fish in the afternoons. I'd prefer to fish in the mornings and work in the afternoons and evening. If you got bigger groups, they got a conference center that can accommodate it. They've, of course, got breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and they're a great restaurant. They can accommodate your group with meals as well. And all their private cabins and lodges come with their own kitchen in many of those as well. 870-431-5202. Thank you, Clint, for all your partnership and friendship over the last 20 years, and we look forward to our next trip to Gaston's. 870-431-5202. Gaston's White River Resort. You know it. A first-class time every time.
Join Lewis Automotive as they celebrate America's 250th celebration with the Pick One event, where it's your choice of a $250 gas card, an Arctic cooler, or a 2-year maintenance plan with the purchase of any new or used vehicle.
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. Or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
We're not going to talk about all these close games you lost at Arkansas forever.
Yeah.
But I want it to piss you off.
Yeah.
This is the Morning Rush.
Hey, it's Derek Ruskin. I enjoy stretchy pants because it makes my life more comfortable. Well, the Crane Automotive team sort of feels the same way, but about your dollar. With prices at the pump, interest rates, and everything else, we focus on making your life more affordable. Our vehicles have the highest rated fuel economy and safety features for every lifestyle and budget. Come get yours at one of our 17 statewide locations or go to craneteam.com today. The Ruskin and Zach studios are driven by the Crane Automotive team.
Doe's Eat Place has been serving award-winning steaks for over 20 years, and now they're offering smoked prime rib on the weekends. It's a limited supply, so get your reservations in early. Try one of their delicious appetizers or your choice of drinks from the area's largest selection of wine, beer, and liquor. Doe's Eat Place open Tuesday through Thursday 5 to 9 and Friday and Saturday 5 till 10. Reservations are recommended. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming features and events. Call 479-784-9111 for Doe's Eat Place, 422 North 3rd Street in Fort Smith.
Presented by Central Hydraulics. When your equipment slows down, every minute matters. At Central Hydraulics, they keep your machines operating with the power and precision they were built for. From custom hydraulic hoses made while you wait to cylinder rebuilds, pump repairs, and hard-to-find parts, their technicians get you solutions you need. Fast, accurate, and done right the first time. Stop by 6104 Highway 271 in Fort Smith or call 479-646-0471. Whether it's a simple hose replacement or a major hydraulic repair, they're here to keep your equipment performing. Central Hydraulics, helping you move the world.
Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful. Not when you work with Tara Limbird and the Limbird Real Estate Group. With over $1 billion in real estate sold, Tara's team knows how to make the process simple, successful, and even enjoyable. They can provide you with a cash offer in 72 hours. Or you can use Tara's high-octane marketing and sell your home for thousands over asking. When it's time to buy or sell, trust the team that delivers results. Go to LimbirdTeam.com. LIMBIRD.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Is your business getting found online or getting lost in the crowd? Hi, I'm Christy Bedeau with ESPN Arkansas, and I'm here to help you get your products and services found in today's digital world. Not only do we offer connections to the loyal Razorback fan base, but we can help you build, maintain, and grow your online presence. From world-class websites to streaming video commercials, we create the campaign that allows you to be found online and on air. I can help you create a marketing strategy built around your goals that works. Call me, Christy Bedeau, at 208-3012 for a free needs analysis, and let's create a marketing plan that gets you found.
I want barbecue that's sliced thick, smoked long, and so tender it melts in your mouth. Sides that will fill me up like a twice-baked potato, baked beans, hand-cut fries, okra, Texas toast. You know what I'm talking about? A restaurant where the whole family can go and get a great meal for a great price. Where the owner actually comes to your table to make sure everything tastes great. I'll tell you what I want. I want Jerry Neal's.
0 down and sales tax paid only at Orr Auto Park in Fort Smith. The Orr Pre-Owned Clearance Event lasts until July 31st, so don't miss your chance to save big. With hundreds of pre-owned vehicles to choose from, Orr has exactly what you're looking for. But it's time for them to go and time for you to take advantage of the Orr Pre-Owned Clearance Event now through July 31st. 0 down and sales tax paid. What are you waiting for? The Orr Clearance Event only lasts until July 31st. Score more with Orr today.
You always get more.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
The Hit That Line Now app is ready for you to download from the Apple and Google Play stores. Sponsored by Taco Bell. Live Moss.
The big news that just happened, LeBron James to the Philadelphia 76ers, 2 years, $8 million, 1 year player option for the King. We'll see if he can get Philadelphia a ring for the first time since 83. I think that's when Moses and them did it. So it's been a while for Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love. Speaking of brotherly love, I know Brennan in Searcy loves this show, and he wanted to get on with us this morning via the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Brent, you got about a minute and a half, man.
Congratulations, Ty and Tommy, and Hit That Line for 20 years.
Thank you.
And remember, Ty and Tommy, you guys are the gold standard of sports talk in the state of Arkansas.
Brent, thank you.
You say that about everyone, Brent.
No, it's only y'all are the only ones that put it on your radio waves. I don't say it about everybody.
So, well, you know what, buddy? We couldn't do it without you and thousands more like you. I mean, we're here for you guys. The whole thing centers around people like you listening. So if we're not having fun together, we're not listening to each other, you're not calling, we're not talking, this whole thing falls apart pretty quick. So, I appreciate you listening.
I'm always here for y'all. I'm the gift that keeps on giving.
kind of like that Jelly of the Month Club thing. So, yeah.
You got You got that right.
All right.
Well, y'all have a great weekend, and let's make it another 20, boys.
Hey, appreciate that. Brent, who has been in Stuttgart, Searcy, moving to Northwest Arkansas, so one of our favorite callers. I think about Gary in Arkadelphia. I think about, the late Eddie in Clarksville. I think about Miss Lisa and a lot of the callers we've had over the years. Guys, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have these jobs. We wouldn't be sitting behind these microphones if it wasn't for you out there, because our advertisers come to see us because of you guys. So thanks to all of you for being a big part of our last 20 years.
All right. Anything else you want to sign off with?
Thanks to you. I mean,
Okay.
you've been here a big part of this, so
Thanks for letting me be a part of it.
Yeah, so appreciate you.
It's been fun. All right, that's going to do it for the 20th year edition of the Morning Rush. Halftime is next.
Hey, Fort Smith, have you seen the all-new Bass Pro Shop outpost on Bass Pro Drive off Rogers Avenue? Step